Finding your style. What sets you apart from the rest of the pack and every other photographer out there? Hey guys, so today we're going to cover how to find your style and why it's important. Let's start off with why it's important. Having your own style means that you're not like everyone else. It immediately sets you apart from the pack, and there's already a sea of photographers doing a certain kind of look, but you end up being that guy that has that particular kind of image or way of seeing the world, and this sets you apart from everybody else. Your audience and your clients want to see how you see the world, not how Karen sees the world or not how Ian sees the world, how you see the world, because your way of seeing it may really align with the way that they see it, or they want their products to see it, or your audience just connects with that much better or on a deeper level than how John sees it or how Sheila sees it. And this is really important for building an audience or a group of clients that keep coming back and relate to the way that you interpret the world around you. It also makes you stand out because you become that guy. You know, we're looking for that guy with the bold, raw, minimal style. Or we're looking for that girl, she has that really clean, crisp look to her images. Or, we need a grungy, real edgy look. Get that guy, get that Luke dude to do that. And you become that guy or girl that is known for that style rather than, there's a sea of people doing it like this. Who do we get? It's just like everybody else. No one in there, we don't know their name, we don't know their style, we can't put our finger on their images because it just looks like everyone. Whereas it's just like, that image has been taken by Luke, or that image has been taken by Jamie. And that look gets attached to you. And when it has been attached to you like that and you get known for that style, you can charge more because no one else can do it the way that you do it. They might get close, but if a client or people want to view an image exactly like that, they get you. And that means that you can charge a premium because you're the only one that can do it like that. Now, how do you find your style? The way that I found mine, and I think is the most effective and natural way to do it, is just you are following. It kind of contradicts what I said about don't copy anyone else, but literally have a look at all the photographers that you really like and the way that they create their images, and then start researching and copying how they do it. First off, you have to mimic, and then you refine it to make it all yours. So I really liked a certain type of, I would call my style bold, raw, and minimal. So I found a heap of photographers that I was already following, or books that displayed that kind of style of photography, and then I researched the gear they used, how they shot or why they shot it in that way, how did they interact with their subjects to make them get the reactions that they wanted. And then I started practicing that kind of imagery to get it close to the way that they do it. And when you are copying as well, you're never going to be able to do it exactly like them because you're not them. It's your gear, it's your angles, it's your lighting. It can look close, but it still is your way of doing it. So this is how you learn, and then you go on to refine to make it your style, because you've taken this element from Corey, you've taken this element from Scott, you've taken this element from Jamie, and you'll bring it all together to create your own style, as well as bring your own unique twist on it. You might not like the focal length they shoot on, or you might not like the kind of lighting that they use, and you use your own style lighting. You really love just a single light setup. You really love using a really harsh editing, and that will just further refine and move it away from them and more into just the way that you shoot and see the world. And then finally, as you're refining it like this, it's not all about the gear. However, if you can find a really specific lens or a really specific edit or a really specific light or diffuser, that helps you set yourself apart, because someone doesn't know what kind of lighting you're using, or how your diffuser is actually made of 3 diffusions, or the reflector that you're using is could be literally just aluminium foil or something like that to get a specific look, and no one will know how you've done that, so they can't copy you, and it becomes very noticeable that that's your way of doing things. Next, when you're finding a style, you have to do it for you. You don't do it for anyone else. And if people don't jam with it straight away, it could take them years for people to find you or relate to the way that you do things. But you have to like the way that you do it so that you can keep doing it, and you're making these images for you. You're not making them for anyone else to try and impress anyone or get someone else's approval. You're making them just because it's the way that you want to see the world and portray your images. And eventually your crowd, if you're putting it out there, obviously, if they're just for you, well, that's great. But if you're putting it out there, eventually your crowd will find you and start being like, I jam with that. I love Luke's style. And to finish up on a professional level, the irony is people usually book you for your style and then ask you to shoot in a totally different way. It helps you stand out, and they go, oh, get Luke, I love his images. And then you get there and you see the brief and it's like, oh, cool, you want me to shoot it totally different, but because you're a professional, you know how to light it the way they want and shoot it the way they want. Ideally, you get the jobs where it's shot exactly in your way and shooting exact subject matter you want, but that doesn't always happen. But the main part is that you have stood out enough that that client has remembered you and gets you to shoot their subject. So I hope that's been of help to you. That's how I found my style anyway, and hopefully you can find yours too. Let me know how you would class your style. I would class mine as bold, raw, and minimal, and I'd love to see your portfolios to see how your style is portrayed. Catch you on the next one.